Right, now today I'm going to be looking into this topic on how to meditate. Obviously, there's so many variations in the theme out there today. As you know, you've got so many different types of meditation techniques, and people are getting confused. They're getting overwhelmed on how to meditate, and then sort of people losing the practice. You've got Zen, transcendental meditation, or whatever. So you've got all these different vipassana, etc. And people are following different techniques. Any one of them are fine as long as people meditate. But I'm just going to go today on one of the more core aspects of meditation, and it's the founding, the most important, I guess, one of the more core aspects of meditation, based on what's known as the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. Now, Yoga Sutras of Patanjali was an ancient yogic text which teaches, all. It's like a systematic practice on how to actually attain superconsciousness stage in the meditation, which is also termed as samadhi, or blissful awareness of the divine, or whatever you want to call it. But this is one of the most important aspects of meditation. A lot of people have forgotten over time, and I guess there is a revival of that through this Kriya Yoga practice from Babaji, which is also, I guess, similar. Or you could have, for instance, Yogananda's teachings on Kriya Yoga. All these are one of the great restoration, really, of the Patanjali's core teachings. And I won't be able to go through all the details on Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. You can visit my website dharmaonline.net just to get an understanding. But there are, obviously, you can just Google and Wikipedia anywhere, and you just really read on the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. You'll be able to get some insightful understanding. So what they're saying is that before we go into meditation as such, what he's saying is that meditation is the seventh limb of yoga. That's exactly what it says in the text of the Patanjali Sutras. So what it means is that you can't just go and meditate just randomly. It's difficult because you lack concentration, and there's a whole lot of things for meditation to be fruitful. Like, you need to follow the yamas, the niyamas, asanas, pranayama, all these things, pratyahara. Dharana means concentration. Then only you can attain the stage of dhyana, which is the meditative state. So if you're not following all these things, it's going to be difficult, and naturally people are finding it difficult. That's the reason. And it's so yamas and niyamas, just like similar to the 10 precepts of Buddhism. But see, these things are very important. So I recommend people to start putting those things into practice before we start to meditate. However, being said that, you can still meditate. You can just start anytime. You can start from today itself, and just start meditating. So the more you meditate, the more you're able to meditate. So you can start meditating and also put these other things into practice. Now, the goal of meditation, as I said, is to attain, like Lord Buddha here. It's a nice picture. To attain the state of tranquility. That's the goal. The mind has to be tranquility, and you're not affected by any other thoughts and emotions. You're able to concentrate on a particular point, or any such thing as that. You start to be able to meditate, and then the more you meditate, you can go deeper and deeper into the realms of thought, and your minds become sharper. And then once you're able to attain one pointed concentration for a long period of time, you can attain your natural state, which is also known as you can experience once you have everything in order, even devotion and all these other things. It's just pretty much explained in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. You'll be able to understand that. Then you can attain the state which is known as samadhi. So it's a systematic process, and samadhi is a stage which is known as awareness, blissful awareness. You experience bliss, at meditation. I have attained I've attained once or twice, but it's just a very brief moment of blissful awareness, and this bliss is amazing, really. It's something to be experienced. But if you don't have consistent practice, you'll never be able to reach that stage. And things such as brahmacharya and all these other things are very, very important, really. That's why they're stressed, because to attain a high level of concentration and through devotion and all these other things, practices, you can't really get a high stage. However, one technique that I'm just going to go briefly today is the meditation on sound. So what it means is that, here, I'm just going to show you just briefly. So I just plug in my headphones like that, and I just close my eyes, and meditate. So you can even sit on a chair or whatever. It doesn't really matter. Ideally, you want to sit in a posture The best posture, obviously, is prescribed by the yogis, is the Padmasana, the lotus position with cross-legged feet and all this stuff. But that's difficult. So that would be great if you start to put that into practice as well. So you'd need to start to follow a strict regime of yoga and all these things to assist you. The whole point of Hatha yoga and all these things are to for you to develop your mindset and your body to be in such positions for extended period of time. And keeping your back straight is important. However, you can choose. Really, there's no strict guidelines on how to meditate. So you could just sit on a cross-legged, and you can even sit on a chair if you're that uncomfortable. But ideally, you want to sit somewhere, and obviously no distractions. You just start to meditate. Close your eyes, maybe your palm like this, just like what Lord Buddha, similar. Just to feel, but just feel relaxed. Whatever you most relaxed in a posture, you can just sit in there. And just a matter of closing your eyes. Now, the most important point is where you're concentrating. Now, the point of concentration is the different points, really. You don't have to have, there's no particular point. The best, probably, technique is to meditate in what's known as the third eye, which is commonly known as third eye. It's not third eye, but it's not the seat of divine, etc. Ajna chakra, really. It's a point between the eyebrows, somewhere around here. You can just close your eyes and you focus particular on this point to get it. What it does is that it has a source of divine energy sort of thing. You'll feel it once you start to focus on that point, and it starts to there's a great source of energy in this particular point. However, being said that, you don't have to have any particular patterns to meditate. You can just close your eyes and just meditate. Close your eyes and just meditate. That's it. Just don't think of anything. The most important thing is not thinking of anything. And this meditation with headphones, as I was saying, is the most effective, I think, in present day modern society. We're busy with our modern day lives and all these things. Therefore, it's very difficult for us to develop all these concentrations and follow everything of the yamas and niyamas and asanas. So my recommendation is, for my own experience, is just use headphones. What you do is you plug in your headphones. You can use your mobile phone, you can use another headphone thing, whatever, and then you just need to have a particular audio track. That's the most important. You can't just randomly meditate on rock music, all these things. Obviously, that doesn't make sense. The only thing that I recommend is meditation on chants, divine chants. Now, these things help to bring devotion within your consciousness as well. That's very important. Divine chants. It doesn't have, it could be Christian chants, Hindu chants, Buddhist chants, Om chants. The most important is the mantra chants. Chants, you don't even need to have chants as such. You could have sounds, particular flute sounds, or particular, just some sounds that actually give you an awareness of divine appreciation, or some sort of an spiritual awareness, awakening. That sound that can that you can feel from within. You know it once you start listening to different spiritual tracks. So you can, Om tracks, Om mantras. Now these are Om sounds. These are very potent sounds. Mantras actually help you to, cleans up this thing. So listening to any of these mantras and meditating without focusing on anything, but just listening. Just listen. That's all. Just listen to the mantras, or just listen to any sound. It could be even nature sounds. If you're not comfortable with mantras, just listen to some nature sounds. Just close and just let your mind blank. Listen to the sounds of nature sounds, etc. But classical music and all these things are not useful. No sort of other music will be useful. It will only work either on particular nature sounds, so that you don't need to be in the nature, or it could be nature sounds, pristine environment. So it's a tranquility environment. You're meditating on tranquility. What it is, that's the essence. You're meditating on tranquility. This is the key. You can, and therefore these things create an aura. Once you plug in your headphones, you're just creating an aura, of an artificial aura of your presence in some other natural environment or somewhere else. So the mantra is actually very useful because they have spiritual potency. You won't understand this, and it's something that to be experienced. The mantra is a very, very powerful technique to cleans up the system from within. It's a very cleaning, holy sort of practice. See, all these mantras, you can actually buy them on Amazon, etc. Om Namah Shivaya, all these things. Om Namo Narayan, all these other different Sanskrit mantras. The mantras generally probably be best with Sanskrit because the ancient language Sanskrit had all these potent syllables that actually could that was when they were recited, it had divine sort of an effect on the mind. And if you don't believe me, you need to experience it, because spirituality is about experience, sorry. And until you experience it, you won't know. Like Vedic spirituality. So anything with the Vedic mantras, any of these mantras, when people recited in ancient India for thousands of years ago, there was this great spiritual potency behind it. And once you listen to them and you're meditating on them without having anything, the most important meditation, obviously, having no thoughts. So once you are thoughtless or just in awareness mode, so it's a thoughtless awareness meditation process, really that's the basics of all meditation. But the inject or influence of these sounds can cleanse up what's known as the chakras, the energy centers in the body as well. And these holy mantras can do that. This is the power of the sound. Everything in the universe can be related with sound and vibration. So these sounds have particular vibrations, holy vibrations, that can cleanse up your system and all your negative thought patterns, and it cleanses up, and you can see the difference, and it's awakening of the divinity stage within you. Okay, so that's the key. I mean, ideally, the best way, if you've never done meditation, just use, as I said in a nutshell, just use the headphones, start meditating. And once you get into the habit of meditation, you just keep on building your hours up and up and up. Just keep on doing it. Nobody has to tell you anything. Just keep on your consistency, and keep on your faith. If you have any faith, and devotion is very key. If devotion to your guru means your spiritual master, if you have any, or someone you can look up to, really helps you. That devotion within is a key component as well in meditation. And also, following of the yamas and niyamas. So you can visit my website, which has some brief on that. I've just got brief information, but you can buy books on Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, especially to understand all the various different aspects, how to systematically go from one stage to another to a higher stage. And this is really the part of the Raja Yoga as well, which is the royal union with the divine or anything like that. But this is a very, very important path, and once you follow it, you will know that you need to follow it. It just will come from within, and you just need to strive and strive and strive. And ultimately, the stage you will reach is known as samadhi, which is the absolute bliss that you never knew could exist. I've experienced it at a very minute level, but my path is to do with devotion as well. So that's why I stress devotion to a divine, sort of a being, a divine sort of a presence, or some sort of a feeling. Even if you have Christ, it doesn't matter, Krishna, Christ, or any of Allah, it doesn't matter, any of these divine entities. It's about bringing that devotion within you as well. That's very important, and bring that devotion into your meditation. See, transforming yourself into a flower, that's the idea. So we need to provide the right nutrients to blossom it. So that's the idea. So we're blossoming our stage into this flower through meditation. That's the devotional meditation that I'm talking about, and it's the most effective. So all these mantras, things like that, if you can connect with it with some devotion to it, that's even better. That's the most important, the devotion component, just from within. It's a devotion, not about an external God, but just within yourself, trying to connect and open up this radiance of, I guess, compassion and love that can come through within. And these sounds actually help you to awaken that stage. This is very important. And then then you can progress higher, and you'll see a great transformation within you. And this is the goal of meditation. This is, meditation, as I stress enough, is the birthright of humanity and must be practiced by everyone, every single one of us. And you will see how important it is once you practice it. It's only to be practiced and experienced by yourself. No one can teach you anything else. Okay, that's what I'm gonna go. Thank you. God bless.